YouTube, what is up? It is your boy RogueSpirit, and I am so excited to tell you guys all about Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition. Now, this game I was really hyped up for. I remember hearing rumors about a Chrono Cross remaster last year, and I lost my mind. Now, for anyone who knows me, I am a huge Chrono Cross freak. In fact, I enjoy Chrono Cross more than Chrono Trigger. I know, calm down folks, calm down people. Don't throw your pitchforks at me yet, because I'm going to try to do my job today, and that is to explain what makes Chrono Cross such a fantastic, mind-blowing JRPG. For anyone who has not experienced this game, go into this game blind. Don't even look up a walkthrough, don't look up how to get each of the endings just yet, don't look up how to recruit all the 40 characters. You go into this game blind, you tell your friends to frig off, and you play this game and you enjoy it, goddammit. Sorry guys, I lost my cool there. Chrono Cross, Radical Dreamers, 10 out of 10. Go buy it. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of RogueSpirit Reviews. Peace out. Square Enix. Good old Square Enix. See, back in the 1990s, Square Enix made the best JRPG adventure games. You had Terranigma, Secret of Mana, Seiken Densetsu 3, you had Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you had Xenogears. Oh man, Square Enix, thank you for giving me a wonderful childhood. But recently it feels like Square Enix has kind of fallen off the grid, if you know what I mean. Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 15, although it was a decent experience, I still think this game could have, been cooked in the oven a little longer. But I don't know, my trust with Square Enix, it just isn't the same anymore. But now we have the Chrono Cross remaster, which I bought on the Nintendo Switch, the Radical Dreamers edition. Now, first of all, let's get the elephant out of the room. This game comes with the text-based translation game called Radical Dreamers, which I have not experienced yet at the time of recording this, but I do, however, plan to experience this after I beat the main game. And I beat Chrono Cross a lot of times, but I still want to re-experience this journey all over again because it is just that fantastic. But I will definitely go back and play through Radical Dreamers for sure. Now, from what I heard, that it's a text-based adventure. There's multiple paths, different ways that you can attack enemies by selecting a telltale like prompt, like do I attack this guy here or do I use magic, yada yada. But yeah, this is really fantastic. I'm so glad that this is in here. And another thing I have to add is that this game is like only $28, and that's including tax. But I used my Nintendo points, so I bought it for like $18. So that's just icing on the cake right there. Mwah, mwah. But yeah, what makes Chrono Cross so special is that this is a 1990s early 2000s JRPG adventure game that was made for the PlayStation 1 by Squaresoft, known at the time. At first I didn't really see the appeal of this game. I saw my older cousin playing it and I thought, man, what the hell, the graphics look like crap, it's all blurry, and what's the appeal of this game? The battle system didn't look that unique. I was a Chrono Trigger fan. I think that had mostly everything to do with why I didn't like Chrono Cross. But I went back and replayed it on my PlayStation 3 when it was released on the PSN store, and holy crap, what a game it was. I underestimated this game. The combat was fantastic. The graphics, the characters, the music, oh my god, the music in this game alone is a 10 out of 10. Seriously, the music in this game kicks ass. I'm not even joking. The music is fantastic. I cannot recommend the music of Chrono Cross any more than I can already recommend it. This is the best. You know what? I'm gonna go out and say it. This is the best video game soundtrack of all time. One of them at least, for sure. 100%. Now let's talk about the battle system, because the battle system in the Chrono series are very unique, and that is especially the case in Chrono Cross. So basically, you have your different attacks where there's a certain percentage which will determine if your attacks will connect or not. And you gotta hit these enemies to build up your elemental grids, which then you can go into which then you can select the elements tab in the battle menu, and then you can use these amazing magical elemental skills and abilities and magical attacks that cause tons of damage. Now the higher ones cost 7 stamina, so you know you are kind of risking how many attacks you can connect during the next turn, but it's definitely worth the damage output. Now when you pause the game and you go into the element screen, you can equip each character with different element skills, and basically you can equip a weaker elemental magic attack and put it into the higher grid, which will make it that much stronger. So it'll be like, for example, Cure +3, or you know, Magma Bomb +2. So you know they'll cause more damage, even though they'll take a lot of stamina points. But really, you know, it makes these battles so strategic, and you know you really got to carefully plan out how the battles will kind of turn out. Now this game is not difficult by any means at all, but you know but there are times where the difficulty can ramp up, especially during the later boss fights. But this is really amazing, and that's what makes this game fantastic. It always feels like, you know, you're constantly battling to survive and make it through these epic encounters where everybody wants you dead, and you know you're just defying fate and destiny and all this classical JRPG stuff. I really appreciated it. Now the story is not the best, but it is really good. The story is very good. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Just go into it and experience it for yourself. Some Chrono Trigger fans might, you know, kind of hate on it and might be a bit confused, but I think it's told expertly well, despite some flaws which kind of just confuse you during the mid-game sections, and especially the end sections of the game. It doesn't really explain some things well, in my opinion, or maybe I'm just confused and a little bit slower than the rest of the gamers playing this game. Now what makes this JRPG stand out amongst its peers is that there's an alternate world that you travel to. So you got your home world, and then you got another world in which you don't really belong, and some events happened in the past which, you know, caused you not to exist in this alternate reality and so you basically go back and forth between alternate versions of the world map and the cities and the towns and the dungeons, the characters. So you know, in one reality a character is super successful and is super confident and, you know, doesn't let things kind of break them down, where in another reality that same character is broken down, not confident, just, you know, kind of in a rut, and you know their personality is completely counterpart to that of the same character from the other timeline, which is really unique and fantastic, and I think that a lot of new players coming into this experience will get a real huge kick out of that. But yeah, I was kind of confused at times, and you know what, some stuff did come off as a little bit too weird and just kind of too random at times. But you know what, it has a very mature theme to the overall story and plot, to the overall story arc in this game, and I do believe I was very satisfied with the ending and how everything kind of turns out. Another thing I want to mention is that going back to the battle system, I completely forgot to mention this, is that, see, you have a field effect on the top left corner of the screen. So if you use like red element skills, then you know the grid will turn red, and basically when you turn it into one color, you can basically use these strong elemental summon skills, which, you know, summons a huge badass Final Fantasy monster on the screen, and you know it causes tons of damage, and it's totally worth it. But I never really went out of my way to do this. It just seemed really tedious in some cases in that aspect. In order to get the good ending, you will need to master this elemental field grid system, especially, you know, against the final boss. But yeah, anyways, now what's really cool about this Radical Dreamers Remaster Edition is that it comes with completely new soundtracks. It comes with you know, new character portrait art, which can be viewed when their text comes up during a cutscene, which is really cool, and I really love the updates, and you can really see how these characters were meant to kind of look outside of battle, so that's pretty neat. And the graphics are pretty good here. They're really cleared up, they're less blurry, and you know, you can finally see their eyes, their facial expressions. It looks really great. Sometimes it even feels like and you know, it really gives it that modern kind of vibe. But however, there's one negative here, and you know what, this is really kind of annoying. The frame rate is still the same as the PlayStation 3 version at times. There's lag input during battles, so I accidentally press attack instead of selecting a different skill. You know, when you're running around in towns or in dungeons, sometimes the frame rate can drop and get really slow, and it's like, why, Square Enix? Why not? Why couldn't they fix the frame rate in this game in 2022? Like, I'm playing on a Nintendo Switch. Damn. it just got annoying. I really didn't appreciate it. Maybe it's my fault for getting angry at something as trivial and small as this, but really it does impact the overall package in my opinion. Like Majora's Mask on Nintendo 3DS, when you're running around in Clocktown, the frame rate doesn't dip or drop like it does in the N64 version. No, it's constant. And you know what? Like, I think they could have done a better job with the overall frame rate here. But again, I'm not complaining too much because the price of this game is fairly dirt cheap in my opinion. One huge bummer about the Radical Dreamers edition is that why is there no new content in this game? Why not add new boss battles, new endings, a couple more characters to recruit? For example, in Chrono Cross DS, warning, spoilers here for anyone who hasn't beaten or completed the DS version of the game, but there was, an extra dungeon, there was an extra boss fight, there was more side quests to complete, there was amazing animated cutscenes. Yeah, this game could have used some amazing animated cutscenes, I believe, like, in an anime style. That would have really been cool, and it would have really set this game apart if it had more changes done to it overall. Now, of course I understand preserving the original game in all aspects, but how many times have people already played the same game from a long time ago? Chrono Cross, I beat it 10 times, so a player or a fan such as myself would have appreciated additional content in this new remaster of the game. Now, with all that said and done, is Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition on the Nintendo Switch worth your investment? Worth your investment, time, and hard-earned cash? I definitely think so, especially if you're a newcomer, you have never played Chrono Cross before. Go buy this game, play it right now, ASAP. But especially at the price that it's on sale for. It's kind of hard to recommend this game to fans who own the PS1 version on the PS3. The upgraded graphics are definitely worth the purchase itself and the Radical Dreamers text-based adventure. But, if you're really hurting on cash, then yeah, you can kind of wait till this game goes down a bit in price. But you know what, it's $20 plus tax. I mean, you can't really go wrong here. I mean, how broke are you, man? Go sell some drugs or something, or go be a prostitute. No, I'm just joking, guys. Don't actually take my advice on that. It was just for joking purposes. Oh yeah, and speaking of jokes, I hear a lot of people hating on this game because there's 40 characters to recruit. Well, some of these people are the same people that love the Suikoden series, and you're recruiting like 100 characters in those games. And yeah, they can argue, oh, these characters play a huge key role in the war and strategic elements in the game, and in the castle you can play these mini games if you recruit them. Well, in Chrono Cross, these characters that you complain about, they kind of play major key roles in the game as well, and kind of really deepens the lore a lot. Certain characters are connected to each other, like two characters are related by blood, like their father and son, or like brother and sister, and there's some really cool lore between the characters that you recruit in this game. And some are missable. You're gonna have to replay this game to really collect them all and recruit them into your party, but I really enjoyed it, and I love playing as each and every one of them. Glenn is my favorite. Now, the replayability of this game is amazing. You got New Game Plus mode, and you can go and fight some extra boss battles. You got 13 different endings that you need to see and complete, and so you'll be playing this game long after you initially beat it. So that's a big plus here. But all in all, guys, I absolutely think that Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition is completely worth it, and I enjoyed re-experiencing this game. I'm gonna go back and play it some more, and Elden Ring on top of that. But yeah, if I was to score this game alone, Chrono Cross, it's most definitely a 9.7 out of 10 for me as a JRPG game. But as a remaster, the Radical Dreamers Edition, some new content would have been highly appreciated here. New boss battles, new dungeons, new characters, etc, etc. But you know what, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. This game still is amazing and a masterpiece in every sense of the way. So go out and play it right now. You can thank me later. And yeah, that's about all the time I have for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in as always and showing support. I'm truly humbled, and I will catch you guys on the next episode of RogueSpirit Reviews. Don't forget to subscribe and like for more amazing content and reviews, like my Elden Ring review and Kirby and the Forgotten Land review, which I've just released recently. Go give those a whirl. Let me know what you guys think on the next, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out, fam. Peace out, everybody. Much love and take care.